The following is a CCTS Cumberland Transportation Services Society training video on railroad crossings. We will cover how to safely navigate them, how to do it safely. All CCTS vehicles are required to stop at all railroad crossings. The only exception to this are tracks crossing a divided highway. As we approach, you will notice the sign informing that there is a railroad crossing ahead, as well as the X on the roadway. This is where you would turn on your four ways and lower your front windows. You will also notice the double white lines. You will stop there so as to allow room for the crossing arms and the train to pass. Note, you will hear a train before you see a train. This is why windows are opened. When proceeding across the tracks, once it is safe to do so, use enough acceleration so that you will get to the other side, if your vehicle happens to stall. Never race through a railroad crossing if any of these conditions apply. Railroad crossing lights are activated, even if there is not a train sighted or heard. Crossing lights do malfunction. Railroad crossing gates are lowering. Remember, when there is a tie with a train, the train will always win. Let's try another crossing, this time on at a roadway that goes alongside the tracks, and we're turning onto that street after crossing the tracks. Here we would once again apply our four ways, lower our windows. We will stop and listen for a train. While the four ways are on, we will activate our right turn signal. This way, once we cross the tracks and turn off our four ways, the right turn signal will still be activated so drivers behind know we are turning. In this drawing we have a scenario on the same street that we have just turned right onto. Let's suppose we are heading the other direction in a CCTS vehicle. This should never happen, and here's why. Notice that your vehicle is not directly facing the railroad crossing. You may have your four ways on and your windows open. Here's the problem. Vehicles approaching to your right, in this picture below, you are not going to be aware that you intend to stop. This is simply because they cannot see your four ways and are expecting you to move along without stopping. Always set yourself up to be directly on the lane as you approach a crossing, even this means having to go around the block. This concludes this training video on railroad crossing safety.